Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's happening, Verbally Vicious Nation? Please forgive the video quality, the upload, the quick capture video quality, but I have a very busy day behind and in front of me, so I do want to do a video. So this is as quick as we can knock it out. I want to talk to you guys real quick. Miley Cyrus? Bigger than God. Bigger than God? Bigger than God? More important than Jesus? Jeebus, 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 Jeebus. More important than Jesus. Maybe. Look, we're not discussing my religious beliefs here. We're not discussing your religious beliefs here. I love it when the anti-religion, the pro-religion people will be on here fighting today, even though it has nothing to do with the topic. What it has to do with is Miley Cyrus sitting in church this weekend, texting sexual messages back and forth with her 465-year-old boyfriend. Now, look, I know he's not that old. I do know that they've been dating for some time. I do know that she is well under the legal limit for fucking where they live. I do know this guy's old enough to buy her beer, probably. Actually, might not be. He's 21. I don't know if he's 20 or 21. I'm not going to trip on that shit. Look, when I was 18, 19, I tapped a few 17-year-old asses, but I didn't get caught, and none of them were friggin' celebrities in the limelight. But apparently, texting back and forth, big frickin' whoop. But you're in church. And look, I don't go to church for a reason. I stay away from churches because I don't have a whole lot of respect for organized religion, but I do have enough respect for my fellow man to stay out of their hair when they're trying to have their spiritual experience. You drag your little prissy ass into church and you start texting sexual innuendo messages back and forth between you and your boyfriend, who, by the way, would be arrested in 41 states for fucking you. Excuse the language, I'm trying this new thing where I don't cuss a whole lot, but sometimes, man, it just fires me up. Not only are you in a criminal activity in church, back and forth is, I love your penis, I love your vagina, your balls look great, I wish they were draped over my forehead. I really don't know what the text were, but the fact of the matter, you're in church, and apparently so loud, giggling and laughing and that you disrupted the entire service. But why shouldn't you be allowed to? You're Miley Cyrus. This is not a message to Miley Cyrus. This is a message to Billy Ray. I can't dangle a whole lot of the responsibility over your daughter's head. She is only 16. And I can tell you this, at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, if I were handed the fame, if I were handed the money, the popularity, the adoration, and the love that chick receives from her fan base, I would probably be on Sunset Boulevard doing fucking blow off of Jenny McCarthy's ass. So I don't hold this on her. As somebody who's 16, she probably handles herself okay, probably handles herself professionally. But that's where the dad is supposed to step in and stop looking at his daughter like a money-making vagina machine and act like a father, jerk a knot in her ass, and explain to her the proper and appropriate ways to behave in public. The hate mail that I'm going to receive today from Miley fans, fucking save it. You're not dealing with a page here where we have fans. I have ravenous fucking an army that the more you flag, the more they'll come to you and fuck your page up. So just calm down. These are my opinions. Number two, I have said many times on here that I am a human being. And when I like to pick on people, I do, unless you otherwise change my mind. So I'm not sure if I've ever picked on Taylor Swift or not. I'm not really sure why I would ever give my opinion of her on here. I am, after all, as many people will come on here and say today that are Miley fans, what are you, 50, you old fat fuck? No, I'm a successful entertainer who has a moderately successful political and humorous page on YouTube. Feel free to click the MySpace moniker on the front of this channel to check out my show dates where you can send your dad to yell at me because I offended your 13-year-old fucking non-menstruating ass. Anyway, don't know if I've ever said anything bad about her. I do know that I never really listened to her. I've heard many things that Asa's talking about, a number of people, and her being kooky. She still does look kind of kooky. I've been catching up on my Saturday Night Lives. She's a crazy-looking little chick, man. And you can see some boogity-boogity in there. Like, you can tell she probably does go off and have little conversations with action figures. That may well be true. Me as an older man who considers himself to have decent taste in music, maybe I was too high when I was watching Saturday Night Live, but I watched both of her performances on Saturday Night Live yesterday. It was SNL from a few weeks back. She was really good. She was absolutely really good, and I guess she writes and, composes much of the music that she plays, if not all of it. So I will say this, I'm not going to rush out I'm not going to rush out and get a Taylor Swift album because that would be creepy. But I will say this: between the two, after hearing music from both Taylor Swift and Miley, I'm bigger and more popular than God, so I can do whatever I want in church. Cyrus, talent-wise alone, Taylor Swift blows that chick out of the water, dude. It's not even close. Send the hate mail. Don't care. Moving on. Yesterday was a big election day. I want to acknowledge a couple of my viewers. One of them may have unsubscribed, but if you unsubscribe, you couldn't have a long and intelligent conversation. But that's fine. If you stuck in, and I dig you. But dude tried to convince me that George Bush had done a great job in this country and had done positive things. So I asked for an example, and you said we have not been attacked since 9/11 under George Bush. Dude, Carrot Top could have been president. We wouldn't have been attacked again. But the fact of the matter is, 13 high-ranking military generals, many senators, and many fucking CIA specialists will all agree he left us in more danger than he got here with. We were far safer in this world than we were day before yesterday. So don't give me that shit. And the whole Iraq war, where do you live? California, Texas, whatever? Let's pretend you live in California. Let's pretend California gets attacked. And you have a good idea that California was attacked by Texas. So your thought is, wow, we were attacked by Texas. Texas is really big. We as Californians might lose a battle to Texas. Let's invade New Mexico instead. That's what happened in Iraq. Our attackers were from Saudi Arabia, one of the countries on this planet that hates us and wants us gone the most, North Korea. Not only do we not do shit to North Korea, we are in the pocket of the Saudi Arabians, the people who trained and sent 9/11 suicide bombers. We're in their pocket, and we attacked Iraq, who had, a couple bags of shoes, some rocks, I think some fucking pop rocks, some nerds, some fruity pebbles, and an old bunch of bananas to throw at us. That's what they had. So to say that our invasion of Iraq made this country safer, you're out of your mind. Before I leave you today, I want to say this. I'm never going to tell you to go to a page, check it out simply, and insist you subscribe, and I never send you to a page I don't find entertaining. My very dear friend, Mr. Sam Grittner, used to live here in the Minneapolis area, great stand-up comic, now resides in New York City, resides in Brooklyn, actually. They're doing a fantastic job out there. He's working with the Upright Citizens Brigade, as many of you may have heard of before. I'd love for you to check out his YouTube page. Not going to put the annotations on here, but I will say is that one of his more recent stand-up videos is on the front of this channel. So just simply click on that video. Go over to his page, click on the video, check it out, watch it. If you like him, subscribe. I think you will. He's a very funny guy. If you don't like him, we'll recommend somebody else to you some other point. But I really ask, I ask you this. Go to the front of my page, watch that video. If you find Sam funny, go subscribe to him. He's an absolutely really, really cool guy. And a lot of you might watch him and think, what the, Daryl and this guy are buddies? These two are very different from each other. But I try to keep a large, watch my head. Try to keep a large collection of friends. Having said that, let's move forward. Let's move on. Have a great fucking day. Please keep leaving your ratings, your comments, your subscriptions. I cannot thank Verbally Vicious Nation enough for being here. Love, peace, hair grease. I approved this quick capture. See you later, guys.